Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news in what could be a bold move to strengthen their secondary and shake up the NFC North landscape. There's a growing buzz that the Green Bay Packers are eyeing a potential trade for Tennessee Titans cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Another trade rumor, right? But hear me out, because this isn't just speculation. There's real substance behind it, and if it comes to fruition, it could be a game changer for the Packers as they push towards another deep playoff run. So let's set the scene. The Titans, sitting at 4-7, are clearly in a rebuild mode, and they've been facing some cap issues this season. According to some whispers from insiders like Adam Schefter, Tennessee is willing to part ways with Sneed in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Yep, a second-rounder, and the Titans are reportedly looking at clearing some cap space, which they desperately need for future extensions, especially with their young quarterback, Will Levis, who's showing flashes of potential but needs some stability and weapons. Now, why would the Packers be interested in Sneed? Well, for starters, he's a versatile cornerback with a ton of experience and a proven track record. In the 2025 season, he's played 11 games, racking up 55 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 10 pass deflections. His PFF grade is an impressive 88, 9 with coverage at 89, 1 in a stat called EPA per target at -0.21, all indicating he's a shutdown type of player who can excel in man coverage and also hold his own in zone. He's the kind of corner that can immediately upgrade Green Bay's secondary, which, despite some improvements, still struggles with giving up big plays. Last season, the Packers were surrendering around 220 yards per game through the air, making it a clear area for improvement. Bringing in Sneed could help solidify the perimeter, especially with the team's focus on creating more turnovers and reducing big plays allowed. It's worth noting that Sneed suffered a hip injury in Week 9, which caused him to miss some time, but he's shown resilience and elite tackling ability when healthy. His career stats are solid, 10 interceptions so far, with a man success rate of about 81%. His ability to cover tight ends and slot receivers makes him a perfect fit for what the Packers need right now. Plus, with a cap hit around $15 million, he's a manageable investment for a team trying to contend in the NFC. From the Titans' perspective, this move makes sense. They're in a phase of transition, trying to rebuild their defense and reset their cap situation. They've been allowing an average of 29-plus points per game, a significant jump from last year's 25-1, which suggests their defense needs a serious overhaul. Trading Sneed for a second-round pick allows them to clear space and build for the future, possibly focusing on younger talent or draft capital to accelerate their rebuild. Now, for the Packers, this potential acquisition could be a massive boost. Green Bay's secondary has been improving but still has room to grow, especially in closing out games and locking down key opponents. Adding Sneed could give them a top-tier corner who can thrive in their defensive scheme, which relies on a mix of man and zone coverage. His versatility and experience are exactly what the team needs to elevate the defense, particularly in critical situations late in games. The betting odds reflect the growing excitement around this possibility. Early lines suggest a plus 1,200 chance for the Packers to land Sneed, which has now shifted to around plus 700, indicating that there's real momentum behind this deal. If the Packers manage to pull this off, it could boost their chances of locking down opponents' top receivers and creating more turnovers, something that's been a focus all season. Looking deeper into the tactical fit, Sneed's addition could bring a plus 15% boost in coverage efficiency, especially against the slot and tight end positions. The Packers' secondary, which has been rated around 78 by PFF, would see a significant upgrade with a lockdown corner like Sneed. His presence could also allow the Packers to be more aggressive up front, knowing they have a reliable man-to-man cover in the back. That kind of confidence can lead to more blitz packages and pressure on opposing quarterbacks, which is vital if Green Bay wants to turn their defense into a real strength. But let's not forget, this isn't just about adding a talented player. It's about making a statement that the Packers are serious contenders and willing to do what it takes to improve their roster. The NFC North is fiercely competitive, with teams like Detroit and Chicago making moves, and the Packers know that they need to keep pace or risk falling behind. A move for Snead would send a clear message that Green Bay is all in, especially with the team's window for success still open. Of course, there are some skeptics. Some analysts point out that the defense has been trending downward, and adding a single player might not be enough to turn things around overnight. But in football, it's often about the right pieces fitting into the right schemes at the right time. Snead's elite coverage skills and experience could be just what the Packers need to solidify their secondary and turn some of those close losses into wins. The division race is heating up, and this potential trade could be a pivotal moment. If the Packers secure Snead, their defense could become a real nightmare for opposing offenses, especially in the NFC playoffs. Imagine them lining up with Jair Alexander and Snead covering the outside, while their safeties and linebackers tighten up the middle. That kind of secondary would be tough to beat and could give Green Bay a significant edge when it matters most. And let's not forget the importance of the draft capital involved. Giving up a second-round pick in 2026 might seem like a lot, but if Snead can help the Packers reach the Super Bowl again, it's a price worth paying. Plus, with the team's recent draft history and their focus on building through both young talent and strategic trades, this move fits their pattern of aggressive roster management. This potential acquisition also raises questions about the Titans' future plans. Are they truly rebuilding, or are they just reshuffling for a deeper rebuild ahead? If they're willing to trade Snead for a second-rounder, it suggests they're prioritizing cap space and future assets over immediate defensive stability. For the Titans, this could be the start of a long-term rebuild, focusing on developing younger players and accumulating draft capital. So, for us Packers fans, it's an exciting time. The possibility of adding a player like Snead isn't just about improving the roster. It's about making a statement in the NFC. It's about showing that Green Bay is serious about competing at the highest level and that the front office is willing to make bold moves. The secondary is a critical piece of that puzzle, and Snead's talent could be the key to unlocking a dominant defense. This kind of move also aligns with the Packers' recent trend of being opportunistic in the trade market. They've shown a willingness to pounce when the right player becomes available, whether it's an upgrade at receiver, linebacker, or in this case, cornerback. Fans have seen how these moves can pay off, especially when it comes to playoff success. Think about how impactful a lockdown corner can be in the postseason, especially when facing top-tier QBs and explosive offenses. Looking ahead, the Packers are in a position where they need to maximize their current roster's potential while also planning for the future. Adding Snead could be a strategic move that addresses immediate needs and sets them up for sustained success. The NFC North is only getting tougher, with teams like the Lions and Vikings improving their rosters, so Green Bay needs to stay aggressive. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Snead is the missing piece to push the Packers over the edge? Or do you believe they should focus on other areas in the draft or free agency? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. This potential move for Snead is more than just a trade rumor. It's a statement of intent from the Packers. It signals that they're ready to make bold choices to contend now, not just in the future. Snead's versatility, elite coverage skills, and experience could be exactly what Green Bay needs to turn their secondary into one of the league's best. Imagine how this could change the entire dynamic of their defense, giving them the confidence to go toe-to-toe with any offense in the league, especially in high-stakes playoff games. In the grand scheme of things, this move could also impact the NFC North standings significantly. The Lions and Vikings have been aggressive in their roster construction, and if the Packers manage to pull off a trade like this, it would send a strong message that Green Bay is back in the fight for division supremacy. The fans know how much this team means to the city, and the front office's willingness to go all in is a reflection of that passion. So, as we wait for official confirmation, it's clear that the potential acquisition of Snead could be one of the most impactful moves of the season for Green Bay. It's about upgrading a critical position, adding a player who can make game-changing plays, and finally giving the defense the boost it needs to be a true strength. For all of us who bleed green and gold, this is the kind of move that keeps our hopes alive and fuels our passion for the game. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive, Packers fans. Whatever happens, I'll be here to break it down, analyze, and celebrate or critique along the way. That's what we do: stay engaged, stay passionate, and keep believing in our team. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the love for the Green Bay Packers and the pursuit of that elusive Super Bowl. So keep your fingers crossed, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next update. Go Pack, go.